Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to the World of Juice Hoops channel. And welcome back to an episode here in the San Antonio Spurs series here on NBA 2K24. We return to the franchise, and we have just won the NBA championship. For the first time since 2014, the San Antonio Spurs are atop the NBA world as champions. It took us 3 seasons to get where we needed to get, and we have completed the rebuild, but now we have to build the dynasty. So let's do the NBA offseason here in year number 3. 4-1 over the Pacers. Let's advance to the offseason. Here we go. Player retirements. LeBron James, I've already overridden his retirement. LeBron James is finally done. He ended his career in the most wild of places. He ended his career in Golden State. I can't believe he actually played in Golden State, but he did. Chris Paul is gone. Mike Conley is gone. James Harden is gone. A lot of legendary names are done in the NBA. But it's time for a new era. Tom Thibodeau retiring as well. Hall of Fame inductions, LeBron James, Chris Paul, James Harden. Very well deserved for each of them. Jersey retired for every single team that they played for, I would assume. Obviously, LeBron James, the best player of all time. 4 MVPs, 22 All-Star appearances, 4 championships, 4 Finals MVPs. As you would expect, the greatest. He's LeBron. You know who he is. Jersey retirements. Chris Paul gets his jersey retired for the Clippers. LeBron gets it for the Heat and the Heatles. Klay Thompson got his jersey retired for the Golden State Warriors. Harden for the Rockets. LeBron for the Cavs and the Lakers. And Blake Griffin gets his jersey retired for the Clippers. Very nice. Very, very nice. League meetings. Maximum length of a regular contract is 3 years. I'm going to reject that just to keep everything the same. And now it's time for the draft lottery. Do we have any picks that got to the draft lottery? Yes, we do. The Toronto Raptors have given us the number 1 odds. Oh, things just got spicy. Things just got spicy. The Toronto Raptors were so bad, they had the worst or the best odds to get the number 1 overall pick, and we just happen to have the Toronto Raptors first round pick. This could be amazing. But we will find out here as the Bucks have number 12. Number 11 will go to the Oklahoma City Thunder. Number 10 will head to the Wizards. They stay at 10. Now we're into the top 10. Number 9. The Celtics fall. Pelicans are top 4. So that's one of the teams out already. We know that the Pelicans are in the top 4. The Celtics fall to number 9. The Jazz stay at 8. Number 7 will it go to the Mavericks? It will go to the Dallas Mavericks. Ooh, Luka's a pending free agent. That's crazy. The Charlotte Hornets at number 6 stay at number 6. Who's going to be number 5? The Rockets have the best odds to be number 5, and they stay at number 5. So we know the Hornets are here at 4. Will they move up, or will they stay at 4? They do. I meant the Pelicans. That's what I meant. The Pelicans have number 4. So number 3 is possibly the Warriors. And it'll be the Warriors. Number 1 or number 2 is where we will be picking this year. It's the Hawks. It's the Hawks or us. We got the number 1 pick in the draft! For the second time in 3 seasons, the San Antonio Spurs will have the number 1 pick in the NBA draft. But we just won the NBA championship. Oh my God, thank you so much, Toronto Raptors. We also pick at number 21 thanks to Detroit. So we have 2 first-round picks, but 1 is number 1. Thank you, Detroit and Toronto. Greg Popovich will keep him around because he's Greg Popovich. You know what? I might even extend him until he retires. So I don't know if I can. Hold on. Signing. Oh, I have to go past this. Okay, there we go. Can I extend? Edit staff. Can I give him a bigger contract? Contract. Yes. I want to give Greg Popovich 4-year deal. He's obviously not going to survive that contract because he'll retire by then, but he's got a 4-year contract now to be our head coach for as long as he wants it. And now it's come to the NBA draft. I cannot believe we actually got the number 1 overall pick. I cannot believe that. I don't even know who's in this class. I don't remember. Who am I looking at here? I was not projected, or I was not thinking we were going to get the number 1 overall pick, so I wasn't thinking draft picks. But now that we have it, who do we take? Eli Harris has Scottie Pippen Hall of Fame. Staples has Russell Westbrook. Ooh. Max Hickson has Bradley Beal. He's also a guaranteed 81 overall. Chuck Bark has Dolph Schayes. Mateo Gabriel has Hall of Fame, but we don't need another 7-foot guy. Damon Stoudemire for Cody Moreland. Marquise Johnson, Wayne Embry, Alonzo Mourning, Rudy Gay, Victor Oladipo, Alvin Williams. David Robinson for Lloyd Thomas, but we don't need a big man. We have too many of those. Okay, where do we go? Who do we take? Do we take the guy that's Scottie Pippen? Let's just evaluate the roster here. So we have Jimmy Vega. He's guaranteed to be our starting point guard. That's for sure. We have Devin Vassell. He's pretty much guaranteed to be our shooting guard, along with Hawkins. Oops, I didn't mean to do that. Along with Hawkins, who's pretty much guaranteed to be the backup, maybe even the 6th man. Then we've got Wembanyama, obviously starter at small forward. Then we've got Bam, who not guaranteed to be the starting power forward, but pretty much, right now at least, he's the plan. And then we have Sohan, who's the backup there. And then we have Julio Cruz and Will Freeman. I don't know how sold I am on Will Freeman, but I could consider, I mean, we just drafted Frankie Weber, so he's pretty much our point guard for right now. But that's not saying we can't get a backup point guard that could be better. I'd also like to get a backup small forward over KZ Okpala, and that could be where the guy that's projected to be the number 1 guy on the board, Eli Harris. He's Scottie Pippen Hall of Fame, and he's OJ Anunoby, so that's not even that bad. He's got a pickpocket extraordinaire. You know I love the pickpocket. You know I love swiper no swiping. He's a reliable scoring option when posted up, and he's very solid mid-range shooting ability, and he's got no significant weaknesses. He's 6'8", 215. He averaged 30 points at South Carolina. He's got A's across the board. He's a good perimeter defender. A, athleticism. His potential is A. I think it's pretty much sold, although Frederick Staples got a torch, and he's also got A potential. Oh, maybe it's not sold. He's got Russell Westbrook. Oh, Frederick Staples. Okay, maybe I spoke too soon. This guy, Max Hickson, also looked good. It's going to be one of these 3. That's pretty much a guarantee. But do I want the small forward, the guaranteed number 1 overall pick, he's consensus, or do I want Frederick Staples, who has LaMelo Ball as his floor, but Russell Westbrook All-NBA as his starter, or as his ceiling? He's got a great dunk package, it looks like. He has his rough spots, but he's a solid player. I like how that's a strength. And he, keen sense of knowing what to do with the ball. He averaged 18 points. He's got a huge, so he's Russell Westbrook with a 3, which is elite. But his inside scoring is only a C, which is kind of concerning. How is this guy Russell Westbrook? Russell Westbrook is a great rebounder. He's not a great perimeter defender. He's a good inside scorer. I don't know how this guy is Russell Westbrook, but hey, he looks really good. I think I'm leaning towards Eli Harris here with the number 1 overall pick. He's got the A potential. He could be the future. He's 6'8", although Staples is 6'6". Or do we go with the guy that we know is going to be an 80+ in Max Hickson? This is a tricky one. This is a tricky one. Do we take... I've been looking for a possible replacement shooting guard for a while, but maybe we don't need one. Maybe we just go with Vassell. And then we obviously have Wembanyama at small forward. But I guess I could move Wembanyama to power forward and have Eli Harris start at small forward. That's a possibility. Oh, I don't know. I don't know what we're going to do. We obviously have to take somebody. I guess we could trade down. I'm sure the pick has crazy value. If I were to trade the number 1 overall pick, yeah, it's got crazy value. We could get Jalen Brunson in the 6th overall pick. It's got some really good value. But does it have better value? Does it have better value than what we could get with Eli Harris? That's the big question. I don't know the answer to that. We also have 2 first-round picks next year thanks to the Hawks and Raptors. So if the Raptors continue to suck, we'll be ready to go. So I think... what do we do? What do we do? The draft board, the mock draft, what do the mock drafts say? The mock drafts have Eli Harris as the consensus pick. Yeah, he's the consensus number 1. They also have Frederick Staples kind of battling it out with Mateo Gabriel. Other ones, they have him falling to 5. Interesting. I bet that I could package some picks together and get both of them. But I don't know if I want both of them. I kind of do. I kind of want both of them. I might package some picks together and get both players. Let's go to the draft. Let's go to the draft. I'm not going to trade the pick. San Antonio Spurs are on the clock. Although I will like to view the trades just to make sure I don't want to trade the pick, and I don't think I do. There's some very good offers in here. Cade Cunningham I saw. There's some very interesting offers. But we are going to draft a player. Choose prospect. It is going to be Eli Harris, 6'8", small forward, out of South Carolina, averaged 30 this past season. He's going to be the number 1 overall pick. Congratulations. Welcome to the San Antonio Spurs. He's a solid pick. And now we pause the draft. Do we make a trade with the Atlanta Hawks? Is it even possible to make a trade with the Atlanta Hawks for this pick? What would they want for it? I guess it's not possible. Hold on. Is it not possible? It just said that it was not possible because it was involved in a previous trade. It cannot be involved in a previous trade. Oh, no. I don't think it's possible because it was involved in a previous trade. So the Atlanta Hawks pick is not available to be traded. So they get Max Hickson. They didn't take the guy anyway. They take Max Hickson out of Duke. That works for me. Because now, hopefully, we can make a trade with the Golden State Warriors here. What do the Warriors want for the 3rd pick? They want Eli Harris and pick 18 of the 2nd round. Or City Sissoko, Eli Harris, and a 2029 first round pick. So every trade they want Eli Harris. You're not going to get Eli Harris. But I would consider trading you some other stuff. So let's go to the Warriors. Let's ask for pick number 3. They would want, obviously, Eli Harris. But I'll give them... Oh, I can't give them Malachi Flynn. I was going to throw him in the trade. I can't really give him anybody because a lot of my guys are expired. But I got to give them a player, I feel like. Unless I just give them a bunch of draft picks. I could give them pick number 21. And then obviously our 2 seconds. Where does that leave us? It's a valuable asset. I understand. It's a valuable asset. I'll give them a 2030 first-round pick. And then they want Eli Harris as well. But I don't want Jackie Neal. Stop trying to give me Jackie Neal. I'm sure he's a great player. I don't want him. Let's see. I'll also give you a 2029 first-round pick from the Raptors. No. What about if I give you a player? What about a player? I could give them... Can't really give them anybody because everybody's pretty much expired. I could give you 2028 Pistons pick. How's that? No, they say no to it. They say no to it. 4 first-round picks is not good enough to trade up to number 3. This is difficult. This is difficult to figure out how to get him. I could toss in Frankie Weber, but it doesn't get the job done. He's not high enough value. Everybody else I can't trade because they're not under contract. Weber's the only guy in Sissoko, but he's not going to make a difference. So we might just have to let this ride with not getting both the players. I don't think I'm going to be able to find it, especially not having the players that I can trade because everybody's not under contract. So the Warriors will take Frederick Staples. That was pretty much a guarantee. Mateo Gabriel goes 4. Chuck Bark goes 5. Byron McCoy goes 6. 7 is Lloyd Thomas. 8 is James Michael Wright IV. 9 is Nelson Johnson. A trade. The Clippers are now in the 10th spot, and they take Cody Moreland. The Thunder will draft Alec Tiggs. Leftos Tatsoglu, I don't know, from Greece. He goes. Rashid McKenzie headed to the Grizzlies at 13. Timberwolves take Keldon Buford at 14. Cavs are up now. They select Milos Stojic. Willius Weber goes to the Heat. Herbert Bayless to the Magic. We're coming up on our next pick here. Teach away? 7-foot power forward from China. All right. Anthony Barker headed to the Thunder again. Carson Jackson going to the Grizzlies, and now we're up. We're up again. I don't know if there's anybody else that we have scouted 100%. There is. We have 4 guys that we have scouted 100%. Karan Steele. He's got decent mid-range and inside scoring. He's a good rebounder. B-plus potential. He's a 73 overall. This guy, Chase Outlaw's got a torch, but he can't do anything else. Can't do anything that's that great. Same thing with Billy Grant. He's got A- potential. Interesting. Billy Grant from Baylor. B- inside mid-range scoring. A- three-pointer. B- rebounding. But that A- potential is really, really speaking to me. Do we want to go with Karan Steele? He's a 7-footer again. We just be loading up on tall dudes. He's a 7-foot power forward from Fresno State. What's his comp? Bob Love. What's everybody's comp here? Vinny Johnson, Cameron Johnson, and Vinny Johnson. So a couple Vinny Johnsons out here. Oh, who's this pick? Who's this pick? I kind of like the but we already have a bunch of guys that can rebound like crazy. And Billy Grant, I know he's another big guy, but he can shoot the 3-ball. He can do a little bit of mid-range scoring, and he's got the A- potential, which is really intriguing to me. It's really intriguing to me for some reason. He's only a 69. Do I want to take the value of the potential, or do I want to take the overall player at 73 in Karan Steele? Because I'm not going to take Jayshon Cardinal. I'm probably not going to take Chase Outlaw, even though he's a 6'5" shooting guard. He's got a real good three-point shooter, or he's got a real good three-point shot. He's really just a 3. He's really just a 3-point guy. You bring off your bench if you need to shoot some threes, I'm assuming. But Karan Steele looks like the best overall prospect, so I think we're just going to stick with him. Let's take Karan Steele. That might have been the wrong move, but I think it was end up being the best one. So now we're here in the second round. I'm just going to simulate these picks. We probably won't even sign those guys. So Eli Harris ends up being an 86 overall player. We got the right guy. Staples is an 81. I still would have liked to have him. But Eli Harris being an 86 is crazy. Absolute craziness. And then 21 overall, or 21... pick number 21, he ends up being actually 73, which is nice to see. So we got our guy. Eli Harris is here. They took Ellis Bryant, who ends up being a 72 overall. That's not too bad. What's his attributes look like? Do we want to sign him here? He's pretty mid. And then Max Strong has good post defense, being a power forward. I'm not going to sign any of these guys, but I will sign the first 2 picks, obviously. And now we go to team player options. Wembanyama accepts, Cruz accepts, Vega accepts, and Hawkins we're all going to accept on them. Brooke Walker. I had it right the first time. Brooke Walker we are going to let go, I think. Yeah, we're going to decline his player option. Or his team option, I should say. And then we can go to... Luka Doncic has declined his player option. Does he want to come play in the great city of San Antonio? He might want to. I think I'm going to not offer the qualifying offer on Billy Bradley. I don't know. I'll offer it. The moratorium period is here, and Luka Doncic is on the table as an unrestricted free agent. This is insanity. We'd have to free up a lot of money to be able to bring him in. Let's just go to the finances right now. Salary cap breakdown. Bam Adebayo probably has to go if we want to free up enough money to bring him in. I don't even know if that's enough if Bam leaves, because we'd have to pay a lot of money to get Luka Doncic. Kevin Durant, I'd love to have, but we can't get him because we need $42 million. How much money do we need in money? $47 million in available money. I mean, if we trade away Bam, It's weird, but it could work. We'd probably have to trade away Bam for nothing, though, which is the problem. Lauri Markkanen and a first-round pick in 2028 from the Jazz. The Jazz were in the lottery this year, so that's promising. I need to trade him for a power forward, I think. Ooh, Amari Rose. I did want Amari Rose previously in the draft. Tyrese Maxey, but we have to give up a first-round pick. Sabonis and an Isaac. Karl-Anthony Towns and a protected pick from the Grizzlies. DeJounte Murray. I've wanted DeJounte Murray back in San Antonio for a while now, but I think it's not the right move. Desmond Bane, Jalen Brunson, Markkanen again. The Markkanen trade doesn't look bad. I'd obviously have to flip Markkanen too. We'd pick up a first-round pick from the Jazz. Oh... I kind of like the idea of Amari Rose. I've wanted Amari Rose for a long time. He's a very good player, very athletic, good playmaking. On his rookie deal still. Do I want to trade for Amari Rose? I'd probably have to flip Case and Wallace. Flip. Do I want to trade for Amari Rose? But I don't want to give Bam to the enemy. I'd be giving Bam Adebayo to the Oklahoma City Thunder, who are the enemy. They're our biggest threat to defending our championship, so I don't know if I want to do that. I could give Bam to the Hornets for Jalen Brunson, but that doesn't make any sense. We have what's his face? I'm considering the Lauri Markkanen deal. We get a first-round pick out of it, and then we just flip Lauri Markkanen to another team, and we free up enough money. So I might do this. Bam Adebayo headed to the Utah Jazz. We get a Golden State Warrior unprotected 2028 first-round pick. Sending Bam there. That now frees up how much money? If I can get actually the finances. Finances, nope, that's the wrong. I keep clicking the wrong things all the time. Finances, salary cap breakdown. That gives us $15 million. And now we just turn around and trade Markkanen after we find out that the Jazz or the Warriors pick is now our third 2028 first round pick. Love to see that. All right, now let's get to the Markkanen trades. He's obviously not going to have as much value as Bam did. Michael Porter in the 2030 pick. Oh, they're still offering me. So I can get Amari Rose still and a top 5 protected pick from the Nuggets in this year in 2027, this next year. I was hoping that deal would come up. And I think I'm going to do that. Amari Rose, although we're not getting a power forward. I could just move Bam back to power forward, I guess. Or not Bam, Wemby over to power forward. Amari Rose, I'm going to do this deal. I wanted Amari Rose when he was in the draft, and now we have him. So now the finances are at $16 million of available cap. We're sitting pretty good. Now I need to make the roster look right with moving. I guess I could just do it from here. Moving Wembanyama to power forward center. He goes up to a 94 overall. He's a 95 at center, but obviously Cruz is playing center, so he can't do that. Confirmed changes. Wembanyama now playing power forward. And then Cruz is now the only center because Will Freeman hasn't accepted his thing yet. But that gives Eli Harris a chance to start, which is nice. And Amari Rose becomes the new backup to Jimmy Vega. If we bring in Luka, we have to get rid of Devin Vassell. Because somebody's going to have to play shooting guard. And Vassell's contract is a little too crazy. I kind of want to bring in Luka. Or at least I want to try. But I'm worried that I'm not going to get him, and I traded away Devin Vassell for nothing. That's the only thing I'm worried about, is that I get rid of Devin Vassell, who's an unbelievable player. I get rid of Devin Vassell, and then we end up not being able to bring in our guy, Luka Doncic. Jalen Green got his max extension. That's kind of frustrating. He would have been a nice player to grab. But remember, we're trying to free up money. This trade would free up enough money, probably. But I would do this deal, but I don't know if we're not guaranteed to get Luka Doncic, even with freeing up this much money. And then we lose Devin Vassell for nothing, is basically how it goes. So I'm going to do the deal because I'm going to risk it all. We're going all in on Luka Doncic. I know we just won a championship, but we are going all in on Mr. Doncic. We can offer him the max contract. We'll give him a player option. Oh, I can give him even more. Okay, I give him a little bit more. We'll give him a no-trade clause as well. Luka Doncic, accept my offer, please. View offers. We're the third best offer. Oh, no. I don't know if he's going to accept it. Oh, no. Luka, please. Please accept. I'm going to renounce the rights on these three guys. Luka Doncic has decided to sign with the New York Knicks. Oh, it's all crumbling down. Luka Doncic has decided to sign with the New York Knicks. I can't believe it. I can't believe it. Oh, that's brutal. Absolutely brutal. I guess I'd be considering Trae Young if I had to play shooting guard. I'd love to get Paolo Banchero, but he's restricted, and the Magic are probably going to match whatever offer. Trae Young has agreed. We can just turn him into a shooting guard. Sohan, I don't want to renounce the rights on you. Oh, it's because I wouldn't be able to pay him. That's why I have to renounce the rights on him. Well, can I renounce the rights on Will Freeman and not Jeremy? There we go. Perfect. We can do that. So we sign. I don't want to renounce the rights on Bill Bradley. We signed Trae Young. Luka Doncic. Oh no, he signed with the Kings. It said he signed with the Knicks. He changed his mind and he signed with the. Why couldn't he have changed his mind and signed with us? Paolo does get matched by the Magic. Holmgren gets matched by the Thunder. Trae Young now plays here in San Antonio. That's pretty cool. We'll go and make him a shooting guard. He goes to an 86, which is not that bad. It's basically what Devin Vassell is. He's a shooting guard, or he's 86 overall. So the team looks interesting, that's for sure. Are we going to be able to afford to get Jeremy back? I don't even know. He's got 2 offers and he's restricted, so we'll see if he ends up accepting the contract. He's not accepting a contract. I don't know what's going on with Jeremy. We're in the final days of free agency. Neither Bill Bradley or Jeremy have accepted. And free agency's over. Bill Bradley accepts his qualifying offer, and Sohan accepts the qualifying offer. So we get them back. I don't know why they didn't accept other offers. All right, that was quite the interesting offseason. Trae Young now resides in San Antonio, which is an option, I think, in real life. And we have Brandon Podziemski, who is backing up Eli Harris now, along with Sidi Sissoko. Jeremy's backing up Wembanyama and then Julio Cruz. I might as well just make Karan Steele a center. So let's just do that right now. Let's just find Karan Steele and make him a center instead of a power forward, small forward. There we go. So then he can now back up Julio Cruz instead of Will Freeman. And he's basically a slightly worse Will Freeman, because Will Freeman can shoot the 3, but he's better at rebounding than Will Freeman is. All right, what a wild team. What a wild offseason it was. Wembanyama goes up to a 95. Cruz is a 93. Trae Young drops by 1, but that's okay, because that's only because we moved him to shooting guard. Harris is 86. Vega's 84. I'm kind of shocked Vega didn't go up. Sohan's an 82. I wish Hawkins would have went up. All right, some good development. Some good development from the boys. Eli Harris is out because of in the summer league. I just can't believe that the Raptors pick actually gave us the number 1 overall pick. Oh, it's crazy. I will load in a created draft class off camera, but let's go take a look at the finances. So that's jersey sales. Wrong thing. I always click the wrong thing. You can always count on me to click the wrong thing. All right, we have $9 million in money, but we can always move Trae Young if we need to in the future. We can always flip that money. We're probably going to have to if we want to extend Wembanyama. We have Sohan, Wembanyama, Jordan Hawkins, all guys that need new contracts next season. So Trae Young's contract is definitely going to be one that possibly gets flipped. But this is the year 4 lineup. It's Jimmy Vega, Trae Young, Eli Harris, the rookie, Victor Wembanyama, and Julio Cruz, with Sohan, Amari Rose, Jordan Hawkins, who I want to be the 6th man. I want him to be the 6th man this season. So it's going to be him, Amari Rose, Sohan, Podzimski, Trey Mann, Frankie Weber, and then actually I want Steele, Karan Steele, to get some minutes as the backup center, and Terrence Mann can get some backup guard minutes. All right, quite the interesting team. Very, maybe even controversial offseason here in San Antonio. But we're headed into year number 4 as the defending champions with a new squad, being the number 1 overall pick, Eli Harris, and Trae Young. How's it going to work? I guess we'll find out in the next episode. If you enjoyed, hit that like button, subscribe to the channel, join the Juice Club. Thank you so much for stopping by and watching. I truly appreciate it. And I will catch you guys in the next one. Peace.